So I'm Christine Nguyen, and I'm a third grade school teacher. I teach in Garden Grove Unified School District. I've been teaching for 10 years now. And prior to teaching, I was actually in sales management. And I graduated from UCLA, went straight into sales. I was a political science major, pre-law. And I was doing very, very well. Like, life was really great. And yet there was something missing in my life. And so after a couple years of soul searching, I discovered what I really love to do is to teach. And the first time when I substitute and I walked into the classroom and I was with those little kids, I knew I was home. I knew that that's where I needed to be. And I've been teaching from kindergarten up to 12th grade, and then I taught at a continuation school. If you don't know, these are children who've been kicked out of regular school and they're going to continuation school. And I looked around and I was really saddened. Not because they failed, but we failed. That we failed them. We failed to empower them, to really give them something that's so worth to have, to empower them, to actually see them as a gift, because most of them were looking at their rejects. Like, what am I doing here? And out of a seminar I attended, I had a vision that I wanted to create a school that empowered children, that let them know that they can do anything. And then I came to Landmark Education, and out of the work in Landmark Education, I was able to take actions, create teamwork, teams, and really realize that, okay, this is no longer a vision. This is no longer a dream, but I can actually make into reality. So several years ago, it started with me and Paul over there, Paul Burns, just the two of us, brainstorming what we can create. And then all of a sudden, everyone turned around, have you talked to Shala? Have you talked to Shala? I'm like, no, why? What is she doing? And she invited me to come to a meeting. And I sat there almost in tears because for years, I'm looking for someone to share the same vision as me and Paul. And all of a sudden, I have like 10 people sitting around me go, yes, we're going to do this. And that was the first time I realized I'm doing this. That was back in January. Because before that, you know, there's that voice in your head, right? Like talking to you. And that voice said, Christine, why are you doing this? Who are you to do this? You're just this Asian girl from Vietnam, you know, coming over here. What makes you think that you're going to start a school and then create charter school across the world? Like, who are you? Who are you to do that? And then when I came and I met everyone, and I go, well, if it's not me, then who? Because everyone's waiting. So why not? I could be just that little Asian girl from Vietnam, but I can still be a stand for children. I can still stand for their greatness, and I can still stand for what's possible for them. And so we created who we are. Who we are is the Fana Global Charter School. Our charter school is not just here in Orange County, but it's going to expand. It's going to transform education everywhere. So I'd like to share with you our philosophy, like who we really are and what we stand for. The watchword of Fana Global Foundation, dare to transcend the illusion of impossible and impassable. The credo constitutes the philosophical basis for the creation and implementations of Fana Global Charter School. We are committed to instilling in each child entrusted to our care an experimental life as lived, conviction that anything is possible, regardless of impoverished economic conditions, that they may seriously inhibit the child's ability to envision a vital and exciting future. Fana Global Foundation is dedicated to reaching out to children living in impoverished communities throughout the world. The vast majority of the disadvantaged children in Orange County here in California does not have or perceive the opportunity to grow and achieve beyond the boundaries of their current social economic environment. The purpose of Fana Global Charter School is to empower students with the vision and courage to see that they can transform the seemingly impossible into achievable possibilities. Armed with this new view of their world and the world at large, these learners will experience that there is nothing they cannot accomplish, no matter how challenging or difficult the circumstances facing them. This sense of personal, unstoppable ability and the conviction that anything is possible, regardless of the circumstances, is the core of our teaching. Our school offers a curriculum that integrates project-based learning and creative curriculum, art and personal well-being, emphasizing the principle of integrity and service to provide students with unparalleled education. This will provide the foundation for the bold leadership demanded by the complex reality of our 21st century. And what we really stand for is our mission statement. The mission of Fana Global Charter School is to provide education through transformation in a public school setting. Fana Global Foundation Charter School is committed to nurturing self-expressed leaders by cultivating the human potential in every learner, instilling world-class academic and life skills, and providing a cultural and physical environment for children to create and fulfill an exciting and empowering future in which to live, thrive, and contribute. And how we're going to carry this out is that we're not just simply educating them. We're committed that they grasp the importance of fundamental values that will empower them to be powerful, successful leaders in the world. There are 8 fundamental values that we're committed to instilling in our children, our students. 1 is acceptance. 2 is poise. 3 is self-expression. 4, responsibility. 5, integrity. 6, leadership. 7, contribution. And last but not least, 8 is team. It requires a team for our children to be seen as miracle workers in the world. And if you would be interested in know what those values are in detail, you can come see me afterward. But I'd like to pass this on so Paul can share with you a little bit more details of what the curriculum that we're creating. So Paul.
Right.